Yo guys, what's up? It's your boy Tito coming at you guys with another video, another banger, man. More UFC 5 coverage and news. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Let's shoot for 100 likes. You guys have been killing the like goals and showing mad support. Also subscribe up because at 7,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away 2 free copies of UFC 5. Also, stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you guys how to enter the giveaway for 2 free copies of UFC 5. Let's get into it, man. So, there's some UFC 5 news that is a little scary. It sounds a little disappointing. This could be really bad news for UFC 5. I mean, really bad news for UFC 5. And I don't think that this game will last very long if this news is true. This is the worst news that we've gotten so far. The most disappointing news, more disappointing than a potential career mode that's lackluster, more disappointing than anything really. So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna let the developer say it, right? But basically, from what it sounds like he's saying, ground game could be the same. I know. Ground game could be the same. So let's let the developer say it, and then we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it because there is a chance this isn't the case. Let's get into it.
And in terms of the ground game itself, obviously, as discussed in the presentation today, it seems like a completely new system and it's simplified in a way, right? So kind of talk to us a little bit about that in terms of what went into that decision to change the ground game element of fights on UFC 5, and what can players expect from that element?
Yeah, so essentially what we had on UFC 4 is the same foundation we're going to have in UFC 5. It's still a transition-based ground game mechanic, but our ground and pound got rehauled. You can get into these positions faster. 60 frames per second, essentially in gameplay, because of Frostbite, allows our inputs to be reacted to faster. So you're going to see the quickness of our gameplay and our ground game be much faster than it was on UFC 4. And at the same time, these new ground and pound strikes with our real damage, it's going to play a significant impact on the ground game and the way you're going to play on the ground. You do not want to get hit this year, essentially, on UFC 5. It's very different than on UFC 4. On UFC 4, you would fish for health events or knockdown. On UFC 5, you're going to fish to actually hit someone because you don't want to get hit. It's going to be a completely different meta for our users and returning users as well. It's going to be great.
As we can see, the developer said, right, this is a EA Sports UFC 5 developer. He said that the foundation of the ground game is the same. The foundation of the ground game is the same. Now, I've been saying for months, for a year, like, I'm fine with the striking being the same foundation, but heavy changes need to be made. But the ground game, they need to rework from the ground up, right? He said, you gotta ask, what about the ground game? Basically, he said the foundation is going to be the same, still transition based, but you don't want to get hit. But our ground and pound is different. You don't want to get hit frostbite. I'm noticing each and every time they get asked a question about something like the ground game, the clinch, the frostbite engine is brought up. Now listen, bro, I'm all for that. I'm all for the good graphics. I'm all for the damage system. But please don't continue to talk to me about frostbite if I'm asking you about the ground game, right? I understand you don't want to get hit. Ground and pound is different. That's cool. But telling me that, it's basically the same foundation, but, the frostbite, you don't want to get hit. You said the same thing about the clinch, bro. I made a video about that. You guys can go watch it if you want to. They said the same thing about the clinch. You don't want to get hit. No. Do I think that the ground game is the same? Do I think that they took UFC 4's ground game and just maybe put in it like two new positions like they did for UFC 4? I don't think so. This could be the case. It could be really bad news because I don't know if I'm going to play this game for another 3 years if the ground game's the same, but I don't think so. The reason I don't think so is because he said the foundation is the same. It's a transition-based system, right? Now, I don't know if you guys know what that means. Most of you guys probably do. I got some scholars as my supporters, but it's a transition-based system. Every ground game in real life is based off of transitions, momentum, you know what I mean? So him saying it's transition-based isn't the worst thing ever, because if you think about it, Undisputed 3 was a transition-based ground system. It just wasn't the same transition-based ground system as the labored and boring UFC 3, UFC 4, UFC 2. So, do I think it's the same ground system? It could be. This could be really bad news. But one other thing that I will say, because if you made it to this part of the video, you probably you're probably really interested, you probably really want to know. I'll give you guys a little inside information I'm probably not supposed to say, but I didn't sign an NDA. Whatever, EA, you know, come double leg me about it. You feel me? I may not get a beta code for saying this. That's tough. But the ground game is different from what I have heard from an inside source. Can't say. Just know they play the game early. I can't say, you know, I don't want to rat them out, but from an inside source, the ground game is different. And from what I was told, it's timing based, right? I'm gonna say it again. The ground game is timing based. So what does that remind me of? Undisputed. I heard it's similar to Undisputed. So that's exciting. We'll see. We'll see. Don't take my word as like 100%. They could have just been lying, but they definitely play the game. They said the ground game is different and it's timing based. And even the guy in the developer, he said that you can move to ground and pound seamlessly. Sounds good. It wasn't really a thing in UFC 4. It was more so you have to posture up and then you know. So we'll see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the ground game's the same? Do you guys think the ground game is different? Are you guys still excited for UFC 5, or is this kind of putting, blowing the wind out of your sails, right? Let me know. If you guys haven't already, subscribe up, because it's 7,000 subscribers. I'm giving away 2 free copies of UFC 5. Now, on how to enter those 2 free copies, okay? I'm gonna put my Discord link in the description of this video, right? If you join my Discord, right? Send me a screenshot of you being subscribed in just in the general Discord chat with your notifications on and you're subscribed, right? And you like this video, then you will be entered into the giveaway for 7,000 subscribers. I'm gonna be, for 2 copies of UFC 5 when we hit 7,000 subscribers. I'm gonna do this a few more times in my videos, but just to let you guys know now, if you guys want to, get in early, the way to be, considered for getting a free copy of UFC 5, just join the Discord, send me a screenshot of you being subscribed with notifications on. I'm trying to build a community. I'm trying to build, a group of people like-minded people that enjoy playing UFC games, enjoy talking about it. I want to start a dialogue, right? And I kind of, I'm starting to take this YouTube thing seriously. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done. Thank you for supporting me. Love you guys. It's your boy T-Dog, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, comment Taco Bell if you made it this far. Then I know you're an OG. Thank you.